Hello and welcome to Wisdom Forge. When you understand this, no one can fool you. English Plus Life Lesson. Introduction: The Power of Understanding. When you truly understand how people think and communicate, it becomes much harder for anyone to trick or manipulate you. This skill isn't about being suspicious of everyone, it's about developing clear thinking and awareness. In this lesson, we'll explore how improving your understanding of language, psychology, and human behavior can protect you while also enhancing your English skills. You'll learn useful phrases to spot dishonesty, ask better questions, and express yourself confidently. Let's begin this journey toward becoming more perceptive and articulate in English and in life. Why people try to fool others. People might try to deceive others for various reasons: to gain money, avoid trouble, or feel powerful. In English, we have terms like white lies, small harmless lies, and scam, organized deception. Understanding these motivations helps you recognize warning signs. For example, if someone pressures you to decide immediately or offers something too good to be true, they might not be honest. Practice this English phrase: I need time to think about this. It gives you space to evaluate situations without being rushed into bad decisions. The language of deception. Certain words and phrases can signal when someone isn't being completely truthful. Vague language like "trust me" or "everyone knows this" often replaces actual evidence. Overly complicated explanations might hide the truth. In English, we call these red flags, warning signs. Notice when people avoid direct answers to simple questions. This is called dodging the question. Try this exercise: watch an English interview and listen for clear versus vague responses. Your ears will become sharper at detecting honest communication. How questions protect you. Asking good questions is your best defense against being fooled. Instead of just accepting what people say, practice phrases like, "How do you know that?" or "Can you give me an example?" These encourage people to provide proof for their claims. In English, we call this critical thinking. When learning English, pay attention to question words: who, what, when, where, why, how. The more precise your questions, the harder it is for others to give you misleading information. Try forming 3 thoughtful questions about any new information you hear today. Body language clues. While words can lie, bodies often tell the truth. Someone touching their face frequently, avoiding eye contact, or having mismatched facial expressions might be uncomfortable with the truth. In English, phrases like "their eyes gave it away" describe this. However, remember that cultural differences exist. In some cultures, avoiding eye contact shows respect. The key is noticing changes in a person's normal behavior. Watch English-speaking interviewers like Oprah. See how they observe guests' body language while asking thoughtful questions. The danger of assumptions. Assumptions make us easy targets for deception. If we believe something because it sounds right or everyone says so, we might accept lies without checking. English idioms warn us: don't judge a book by its cover. Practice replacing assumptions with questions. Instead of thinking "this expert must be right," ask, "what evidence supports this claim?" This approach improves both your judgment and English. You'll learn phrases like "verify the facts" and "primary sources." Try identifying 3 assumptions you made today and how you could question them. Emotional manipulation tactics. Some people use emotions to cloud your judgment. They might flatter you excessively: "You're so smart, you'll understand," or create urgency: "Only stupid people wait." In English, these are called appeals to emotion. Recognize phrases designed to trigger fear, guilt, or excitement. A good response is, "Let's discuss the facts, not just feelings." This maintains clear thinking while practicing balanced English expressions. Watch English commercials, notice how they try to emotionally persuade viewers rather than logically inform them. The importance of independent research. Never rely on just one source of information. The English phrase, do your due diligence, means verifying facts yourself. When someone makes a claim, practice saying, "That's interesting, where can I read more about that?" This habit improves your English research skills too. Learn terms like fact-check, reliable sources, and cross-reference. Try this. Next time you hear an interesting fact in English, find 2 additional sources that confirm it before believing or sharing it. Recognizing logical fallacies. Logical fallacies are errors in reasoning that can trick us. One common type is the straw man, misrepresenting someone's argument to easily knock it down. For example, people who want careful spending hate progress, which isn't true. Learning these in English helps you spot weak arguments. Other useful terms: false dilemma, presenting only 2 options when more exist, and correlation versus causation. Practice identifying one fallacy each day in English media. It's great for both critical thinking and language development. The power of saying "I don't know." Many scams prey on people's fear of admitting they don't understand something. In English, we have the wise saying, "It's better to keep your mouth shut and appear foolish than open it and remove all doubt." Practice comfortable phrases like, "I'm not familiar with that, can you explain more?" or "I need to learn more before deciding." This honesty prevents you from being tricked while improving your English conversation skills. Remember, confident people aren't afraid to admit what they don't know. How language can hide truth. Some words are deliberately chosen to mislead. Creative accounting sounds better than fraud, and collateral damage softens civilian deaths. In English, we call these euphemisms, mild terms for harsh realities. Political and marketing language often uses this tactic. Train your ears to notice when unpleasant things are given pretty names. Ask, what is this actually describing? This sharpens both your English comprehension and your ability to see through deception. Try rewriting 3 euphemisms in plain, honest English. The role of confirmation bias. We naturally believe information that matches what we already think. This is confirmation bias. Scammers exploit this by telling us what we want to hear. Combat it by intentionally seeking different viewpoints in English, read opposing news sources, watch debate shows, or join discussion forums. Useful phrases: playing devil's advocate or let me consider the other side. This expands both your perspective and English vocabulary. Try explaining an issue from a viewpoint you disagree with in English. Statistics and how they can mislead. Numbers seem authoritative but can be manipulated. A claim like 75% of people prefer this might hide that they only asked 4 people. Learn English terms like sample size, selection bias, and cherry-picking data. Good questions to ask: how is this measured, and who is included in the study? Practice interpreting simple English language statistics. Look for what information might be missing. This makes you better at evaluating claims while learning practical English for everyday decisions. The importance of slow thinking. Fast decisions help scammers. They don't want you to think carefully. Train yourself to pause with phrases like, "I'll need to sleep on this," or "let me consult my calendar." In English, we value measured responses over knee-jerk reactions. This thinking time lets you spot inconsistencies in stories. Try this exercise. When presented with an offer, wait 24 hours before responding. Use that time to research and phrase thoughtful English questions about the opportunity. You'll avoid many traps this way. How to verify credentials. Anyone can claim to be an expert online. Learn to verify qualifications by asking in English, "Which institution awarded your degree?" or where can I see your certifications? Useful terms: accreditation, peer-reviewed, and conflict of interest. Practice researching experts in your field. Check if their English language profiles match their claims. This habit protects you from false authorities while expanding your professional English vocabulary. Remember, real experts welcome verification and provide evidence willingly. The power of trusting your instincts. Your subconscious often notices red flags before your conscious mind does. English has phrases for this: gut feeling and something smells fishy. When something feels off, pause and examine why. Useful English questions: what specifically makes me uncomfortable here, and has this person/company behaved consistently? Journal about one suspicious experience in English. Describing it often reveals patterns you sensed but didn't consciously notice. This combines intuition development with language practice. Common scams to recognize. Learn the names of frequent scams in English: phishing, fake emails, pyramid schemes, catfishing, fake online identities, and advance fee fraud. Understanding these terms helps you recognize and avoid them. When approached with an offer, ask in English, is this similar to scam name? How is it different? Scammers hate informed targets. Research one scam type each week in English. This builds both awareness and vocabulary. Share what you learn with friends to practice explanatory English. Building healthy skepticism. Healthy skepticism means questioning appropriately without becoming cynical. Useful English phrases: that's interesting, what's your source, and how does this compare to alternatives? It's about seeking truth, not just doubting everything. Practice analyzing English advertisements this way. What are they really promising? What aren't they showing? This balanced approach improves both your judgment and ability to discuss products/services in English. Remember, the goal is understanding, not automatic distrust. Becoming unfoolable. Key lessons. Let's recap. 1. Question vague or emotional language. 2. Verify claims independently. 3. Recognize common manipulation tactics. 4. Take time before deciding. 5. Trust but verify credentials. Try summarizing these points in your own English words. To avoid being fooled, I will practice ____________. This reinforces both the life lesson and your language skills. True understanding makes you a harder target while making your English more precise and powerful. Your 7-day awareness challenge. Here's your challenge. Each day: 1. Identify one potential deception in English media. 2. Learn one new English phrase about critical thinking, like follow the money. 3. Have one conversation where you ask clarifying questions. Share your experiences in the comments below in English. Remember, understanding is a skill that grows with practice. Thanks for learning with me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know what topic we should explore next. Thank you, and let's stay connected. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery. If you found this video valuable, imagine what you'll learn next. Subscribe to Wisdom Forge and hit the bell icon so you never miss more thought-provoking content, practical wisdom for everyday life, the tools to unlock your full potential. Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your biggest takeaway or what topics you'd like to see next.